Hi, welcome to Pitch Perfect Plays. I am your host Sharon. I am a sports enthusiast and a big football fanatic. So, Pitch Perfect Plays, what about it? Ideally, on this show, we'll be having discussions that will vary from transfer markets to predictions all the way to tactics. We'll dissect how teams play. We'll speak about ideally what's trending, how the league is, panning out, Premier League more so. Yeah, and everything football, and we'll definitely have fun on here. We'll banter, that's for sure. So on today's show, we have our lovely guest.
Thank you for having me, Shaz. Um, I'm a Chelsea fan. My name is Israel, and I'm really happy to have this conversation with a friend. And being the first guest in the show feels nice. And so let me hear what you have for me today.
Fair enough. Well, the league is about to kickstart tomorrow, ideally. We have Manchester United versus Fulham, which will cut and raise for us Premier League season 2024-2025. So, the transfer markets. Being a Chelsea fanatic, man, the noise you guys have made out here.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Tell us about it. What do you think, Todd Boyle? How's it going?
Yeah, it's been quite a transition from Roman, because Roman at least knew where the club had the direction. But more at the moment, you just feel like it's a bit chaotic, I'd say. But with the arrival of Enzo Maresca, I feel like this could be our season.
Well, you heard it from Israel. Chelsea fans, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Enzo Maresca might actually be what you have needed for a very long time, with this transition of Todd Boehly from Abramovich? Considering how this seasons have been since Todd Boehly came into power, they haven't been the best for you guys. But then again, I think, well, new season, new coach, some interesting players brought in. I think they might fight for something. They might fight for something, ideally. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I mean, 38 weeks, 38 game weeks. I mean, we'll start with the signings. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, how do you feel about Pedro?
Pedro is a very good player. I like his profile. He's a player who likes running at the defenders. He creates chances. You can see for the games that he played last season, the number of assists versus the number of games, he was top. He was up there. So it's a positive signing, and provided we have a technical finisher, because again, when you look back to moves was a bit not clinical. You can compare that to also Nicholas Jackson. So the transfer market is still on, and if we manage to get Osimhen,
Oh
then it's
yeah.
game over.
Oh
Then
yeah.
it's game over for these people. It's game over.
They're not ready.
They're not ready.
They won't believe
They
it.
better be.
And speak about Pedro. Pedro is injury prone. Okay, probably if I say injury prone, I have overstepped a bit. But then again, considering the number of games he's played in a season, we've seen that he's not featured a lot. And the amount of money that Chelsea have gotten him with as well. So do you think that we will see him on the pitch more often? And will the money that was used to buy him make sense in the long run? Will it?
I tend to be very much optimistic. I was among the Chelsea fans who didn't believe in Cole Palmer, and my God, that guy plays. So at times, you could look at it, and I think before the transfer, they looked at his injuries, and they said that most of the injuries are just injuries. So that's a positive thing. If we can look forward and just say this, it's going to work.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Pedro Neto is such a good signing. Definitely, I know he'll add so much oomph on the wings. Considering Sterling, who's not really clinical at the moment, he's not all that. Mudrik as well. Mudrik has really not gotten his pack yet. Well, we're still waiting. We don't know when, but I think with him on board, he might bring a bit of competition, which is what actually Chelsea needs, ideally. Yeah. So Drewsbury Hall,
KDH.
KDH. We finally have a KDH.
We have a KDH. The reason why Chelsea signed him is because he has that relationship with the manager, because they play together. They were together in Leicester, and if there's that some hope that he will help the team, just he'll help Enzo
Yeah.
pitch the team easily,
Yeah.
because they have that relationship from Leicester.
Okay.
I really don't see where he's going to fit in at the moment, because we have our midfield is packed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't see where he's going to feature that much. But again, I believe the manager has a plan.
Yeah.
So it's all about him. So I just want you to I expect him to just decide, select the first 11 without feeling like he's under duress.
Yeah.
And then it's our work just to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, we critique at some point, but if the results are there, then what can we say?
It's true. Yeah. That is absolutely true. Well, looking at Drewsbury Hall, he's actually more of a left central midfielder. Plays where, ideally Lavia, Kane Chukwemeka plays. So he's also bringing so much competition. Just like you said, yeah, it's packed. But then again, I think it is what the squad needs. Because you see, ideally, if Kane Chukwemeka was on a very, very long injury before he came back, yeah, Lavia as well. So there was really never anyone who was able to fill that spot. So with him there, I think we're able to have, what do I say? Options. It's giving us options. And in the long run, I believe as long as they deliver, the goal is to have players that deliver. Give us wins, that's about it. The noise, they take it to the backroom stuff. I don't know us, pretty much. Gil.
Gil, I'm not okay. I don't think he'll feature much.
You're not feeling the hype?
I don't feel the hype. I have seen him play. He's very good at pressing. That's a positive thing, because at least you need all those players up front to press.
Yeah.
Because that's when you win possession. Yeah.
That's true.
But again, we have Jackson, we have Nkunku, we have Osimhen probably coming in.
Joao Felix
is wow, there's so much. So I don't think he'll feature a lot. But the good thing is that this season he played in Europe.
Yeah.
It could be the Conference League, as people say, but it's still Europe.
Yeah.
So all these players, I've seen people making fun that Chelsea has a squad, a very huge squad, but they'll get time to play because we have so many games to play. So Gil may not feature in the Premier League games, I think, a lot.
Okay.
But the moment he comes in, maybe from the sub, and also from playing in the Conference League or the Carabao or the FA, he'll get a chance, and he's a good lad.
Okay.
And I believe in him.
Okay, makes sense. So Chelsea fanatics out there, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about all these transfers that have happened this season? How do you feel about the players we've mentioned? Do you think Enzo Maresca will be able to really, integrate them in the squad? Because remember, we only need 11 players on the pitch, but he has more than 11, yeah? And everyone wants to play, pretty much. But in the long run, he needs results. The fans are looking up to him to deliver. We don't care who play. We just need, points. We need points, ideally. So please let us know what you think about that. Moving on swiftly, Renato Vega.
Renato Vega. Yeah, another signing just from nowhere. You didn't expect it. You just, Fabrizio.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Here we go. But now, I said it's chaotic.
Yeah.
Because in the past, you'd hear we in a race against someone to get a player. But this time, out of nowhere, you just hear Pedro Neto.
Yeah, I
Renato
know,
Vega.
right? I know.
I've watched a few games I've watched in preseason, and I can say there's a player, there's a player, there's a player in there, and in future, he will feature because we have at the back line we have very unpredictable people like Buddy Shield. Um, he's a good player, but composure is a bit of an issue for him. So I know Victor will feature,
Okay.
and he's a good player. That's what I'd say about him.
Okay. Well, yeah, Renato is able to play as a centre back and a left back as well. And also, considering the games I've watched this preseason, defensively he's so good, and also just offensively as well. Like,
Kick out, no injuries, so there must be an issue with the department. That's my honest assessment on that.
well, that's Israel's assessment. So I don't know if other Chelsea fanatics, Roger the same. Do you feel the same sentiments like he does? Pretty much in the in the area where injuries are concerned, pretty much. But yeah, James will be such a miss. But I think Malagusto
Covers him very well.
very well,
Yeah.
very well. Tosin, centre back
Yeah, man.
with Badiashile decisive.
Tosin, I've watched him from his days in Fulham.
Okay.
A good player.
Okay.
He has the cross, the pass to a if let's say Modric is running on the wing, Tosin has the pass to find him. So that's a positive thing, and that is actually very good recruitment considering it was a free transfer. Yeah. At the moment, is in the games we've had so far, he's not featured in most of them. Because maybe there's also competition. But for this game, the City game, he should be the man to start alongside.
Mm-hmm. Alongside who?
He should start alongside. He should be a bold move. Start him alongside Colwell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Colwell.
Colwell.
And either Vega or Cookie.
Kukurea.
Yeah.
Kukurea. I think Kukurea will do, and then Colwell will be the left centre back,
Yes.
and then Tosin.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes
Then
actually
Mal
that
on
makes
the
sense.
other side.
Yes, then Gusto on the other side. Makes sense. A lot of sense. Then we have the goalkeeper Philip from Villarreal. Do you think he'll feature much? Maybe in the FA's Carabao.
Yeah, there's a pressure. He was signed because he's good with distribution.
So with Chelsea, I think there's so much going on because I think right now they're also on the plight of getting Osimhen. Then there's Joe Felix. So with Fabrizio giving us all this information, real time, we ideally are yet to know who they'll add before we begin the season. Pretty much. So yeah, just keep it locked here. We'll give you all that, all that. We are moving on. So moving on to utasema hivyo. So moving on to our next team, Manchester United, Red Devils. You've seen the signings they've made. Not an easy fit. What do you have to say? Delit, Mazrui, Zakzi, Lenioro.
There's a new anthem in town. Just give me the lights. Let's see what he does. They have the lights now. And there's also Masrawi, who's a very good right back. And I think at times he can play left back. Huh?
Yeah.
Because the injury of Luke Shaw.
Okay.
And Malasia is also has been away for some time now. There is Waldo and Bisaka.
Kambuala.
Yeah. So there's a place you must feature. You must feature. I think the league brings some solid. He brings some solid to the back line. He's a solid defender. You can see from the tackles he makes. He's very much. He's one of those players that you can feel the presence. So it is something, and it brings all this confidence also to the midfield and the attack that as you're going forward, someone has us covered in the back. You can also see they conceded so many goals last season. Yeah, Onana. They conceded so many goals last season. So I think with no injuries or minimum injuries, then Manchester United is going to do a very good outfit this season, and
Okay.
I'll make a bold prediction about them at the end of the episode.
Oh, really?
So
You're giving them that?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Manchester fans, what do you think? What do you think about your new signings? So, do you think the butcher, Lisandro Martinez, with the Leeds, that pairing, do you think will it flourish? You know, will they integrate so well? What do you reckon?
I'll give. I think the run. You remember the run, the Champions League run?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they reached the semis and they were eliminated by Tottenham.
Yeah.
Um, that season was Ajax had the two at the back, right? So it is they have the chemistry and maybe the time changes things, but I believe it will be easy for them to just
Integrating, you know, like
integrate.
seamlessly
Yeah,
with
just
the with the coach
yeah.
as well.
So
Okay.
there's some hope for the Manchester United fans. Kiburi FC, I feel like this could yet okay, you're not going to win the league, but this could yet be your season.
You know, there's Lenny Yoro. As much as he's out, when he comes back, we expect him to feature. United fans, you know, how do you feel about it? Who do you think, you know, needs to be benched, or you just want to see all of them, you know, just play some games because they're also in Europa?
They actually did us bad there, but
Yeah.
they in Europa and having a big squad for so many games is something nice, and having players that can compete for the same position. Lenny, once he's back, the game he played in pre-season, you could see that it was okay. There is some talk about the transfer fee that was paid for him, and it was big.
Yeah.
But again, no one looks at the money if the player is good. If you're performing, then no one thinks about the money. Yeah. So let's wait and see when he comes back and how he's going to feature in the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think I keep saying Premier League is tough. You might be, you know, such an ace from the league you're coming from, you know, probably Syria, La Liga, but then again, when you come to the Premier League, it's like a rite of passage at some point because it is so tough, so tough. Because I think we always hear strikers saying they've never, you know, gone head to head with the Premier League defenders because every big striker, mostly you'll hear them speak and say, you know, going head to head with Virgil van Dijk is tough, you know, the big defenders, pretty much. So there's that. We also have Joshua Zirkzee, their forward. Yeah, they had Vegost gone, you know, Martial gone now. So right now, I think they should be banking on him and probably Hoyland.
Oiland, yeah. Oiland, you remember there's a streak,
Yeah,
10 games scoring, yeah?
yeah.
But again, injuries. Injuries is still an issue for him. And I think that's why he didn't even put in the community shield game that he played the other day. But again, the manager will know what to do. The manager will know what to do. He didn't play this. Zaxi didn't pitch in the community shield also. He'd be prepared to have other players. I don't know, maybe he's just keeping him for the big games. Maybe Fulham, then we'll see him. But let's see how it turns out for them. They have reason to be hopeful and optimistic that there is time they may secure Champions League football,
Yeah.
and maybe even more because you see, even when they're having the worst season, at least they managed to come up with a cup. So that's a positive thing for them, and they can just keep their heads high.
United fans. Oh, Israel has really, really given you points. Well, Manchester is still Manchester in the long run. That's how I feel. And even with the signings, I still feel like ETH would have added a bit of oomph in the middle field. That's how I feel. Yeah, you know, yes, you have Bruno Fernandes. Um, who else? Maino. Maino right now, I'm sure he'll really feature a lot. But then again, I think they still need someone who's so offensive minded, who'll attack, and probably just pair so well with Bruno Fernandes. Because Bruno Fernandes can do just so much by himself. I feel like if he's brought someone else, they'll be phenomenal. They'll be phenomenal.
Right now they're linked to Manuel Ugarte, the PSG midfielder, and I think with him, because now you see Cassie is also getting on. Yeah. And the suggestion that maybe should be looking to join the Saudi league. Okay.
Yeah.
But Ugarte could bring some balance to the midfield, because then Bruno can have more freedom.
Yes.
Because he's very creative. He can have more freedom to go forward and just create opportunities and also get more and more assists. And because he can also score. Yeah, you've seen him score very beautiful goals.
Yeah.
So he needs the pivot in the Manchester United team needs to be established. And then after that, they need, as I said in the beginning, they can be hopeful.
How do you feel about the attacking line? We have Jadon Sancho, we have Rashford. How do you feel? And then we still have Diallo, Ahmad Diallo. Yeah, I don't think he'll be taken on loan this season.
He'll feature. This season he has to feature, because I believe he's among people who fought for their position. Yeah, and he even started the community shield game. So he's pushing himself, so he deserves a starting role. But again, you see, the same position is behind Garnacho.
Oh, there's Garnacho as well, gosh. And he's been phenomenal.
He has been.
Best player.
The best player
actually, he is the best player. Yeah, even I think even getting into this season, I feel like he'll still be equally as much.
Yeah. So where there's an issue maybe is Rashford. Rashford is a very good player, but I think just maybe last season he lost some bit of confidence, and it also showed in the game they played the other day, missing play opportunities.
Yeah.
If at all Rashford tomorrow, just wakes up in the right mood and is back to finishing chances when he's presented with, then they can go for something. They could go for something this season. Manchester United fans, what do you think? I mean, let us know your thoughts. Do you think, ETH could have a go at something this season with the new signings, and probably, I think, having stayed in the Premier League for how many seasons? 2 seasons. He's been there for 2 seasons now. 2 seasons.
2, 3. Yeah. So I think he's gotten the gist of things. Yeah, I think one thing is for sure, this season it's gonna be mad, and it's gonna be so competitive, and it's nice. Definitely, Manchester being such a big team, we'd always wanted to see them up there, because they give that competition. When you meet with Manchester, you want to feel like, okay, fine, today we might go home with 3 points or not. It's not like a walkover, pretty much. So yeah, let's see how the season rolls for you, Manchester United fans. I think we'll move on to Man City. Nothing much to speak about them. I mean, Pep hasn't done so much signings apart from the Savinho guy who played
the Carabao game,
Community Shield.
No, community.
Yeah. So Savinho, and then I think who's this? Calvin Phillips. He sent Calvin Phillips on loan again. Yeah. My honest feeling about it, I think his talent is almost like over. Calvin Phillips' talent is just gone down the drain. I don't think there's any, coming back from it. Do you think there is? Do you?
I always say there's hope for a player. He's young. He's still, I don't think he's past 26.
Yeah.
So there's always hope for him. Leaving Leeds to join City was a bold move for him. I feel like there were better options for him.
It was a long shot. I don't know why he did it. Yeah.
Because, you have to look at your competition.
That's true. That's very true.
It was a bold move for him, and the loan to West Ham didn't work out well also.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Gosh, which club had Ipswich?
Ipswich.
Maybe
like Barkley maybe could revive the team.
I hope so. Citizens, how do you feel about it? How do you guys feel about Savinho being brought on board and losing Julian Alvarez? Do you think it will be such a miss for Pep? But he's lost Cole Palmer before, and he's still done exemplary well.
Yeah, he has a machine. He has a robot in Erling Haaland. So he needs goals. Haaland is there. If he needs assists, De Bruyne, Foden, all those are there. So I don't think they'll miss Alvarez so much. And that's a team that has it is a team that is established. Yeah, it's not like last season Chelsea. It's a project. No, that's not a project. That's a team. Yeah, they have roles. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So missing one player, I don't think, because Alvarez is also a player who's majorly coming from the bench.
Yeah, mostly.
Last
Yeah.
season when Haaland had an injury, most of the time he's just coming from the bench. So maybe we could talk about them losing Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that would be a big miss.
Setback for Oscar as well. But they will just City will still be City.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's why you differentiate boys to men. Boys to men. That's City. We'll move on to Arsenal. Arsenal. Ha! I don't know why we never started with them, but they haven't been so busy in the market. Ricardo Calafiori. Yes.
That's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's energy. He's more solid in the left back position as compared to he was in Checo. Knows his role in the team, and with all inverted full back position, but Calafiori has the energy. Yeah, he has energy, and there's something just scary about him.
Yeah.
And the pace also going forward and also contributing to the attack. So it's a very good addition for them in the back line. They also linked to Marino. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know. The same position as Pate. Pate is also some integral player.
Yeah, but injuries have really been a big setback for him.
Yeah,
very big setback.
I feel once he's fit, I don't know if he's fit. But once he's fit, Arsenal displays differently. He's there. It's just a different game. He's there.
Okay. Do you feel that Arsenal need to probably also strengthen their front line? Strike them also. Because speaking to some of the fans, they feel like Arteta should also just, make a very decent signing in terms of, the strikers they're getting. Because Jesus. And then, still playing Kai Havertz as a... He's not that. He's just not that. He's not. In the long run, do you think they need that? Because, they're in UEFA Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
They still have FA, they still have Carabao in the Premier League. And they need to be competitive on all fronts. If they want to catch City, then they need to.
Yeah. So the thing about Arsenal, as you're saying, is that there's a presence needed up front. Kai Havertz tried a bit because Jesus is also being gone.
And he was out on injury for a very long time last season. Yeah.
And then Havertz also not that clinical.
That's true.
There's some chances he misses that.
Yeah.
So getting a striker would be something nice for them. But I feel like again you have to get a striker, the right person. And that maybe could be the issue with them right now. They're looking for the right profile and they're really not getting us.
But then I can remember he sent pickpocketers to literally steal from his players to just, remind them to be alert. So probably they're coming back being so alert and they might win something. What do you think? Do you think they have a go at it?
Um,
Can they win? Can they finally win it? Finally.
They push, but I don't think it will be sufficient. I don't think it will be sufficient. But Dovuni could, let me say.
Arsenal fans, do you agree? Do you agree on what Israel just said about you? Yeah. Do you still believe that Arteta could, go at it this season? Do you think that finally this is it? This was the season that you're waiting for the most. But if you're to ask me, I feel like last season, the one that has just ended, was your best season ever. I think it was their best chance to get something, yeah. But then again, City just being City, the bulldozers that they are, they still got it. But Arsenal still have all it takes to go at it. I feel like they have all it takes if they, keep the compactness because they're really compact. And also Arteta, whatever Arteta is doing, whatever he's doing, it's working. For some reason, it's working. The only thing is, it's just not winning them something, but it's working. So I think that's about Arsenal. We speak Liverpool now.
Yeah.
Onslaught. Klopp era done.
Mm-hmm.
New era. What do you think?
Liverpool is. I feel confident. I feel like they also compete, and the coming of onslaught won't change much about the outfit because I think Klopp brought about something about them. Yeah, it's like the aura that Real Madrid brings up.
Yeah.
You just know this is a big club and you're here and you need to deliver. Yeah. So with the arrival of onslaught, I don't think there will be a big change in Liverpool. I'm still confident that they're going to finish top.
Okay. Transfer market, they've been so silent.
So
silent.
It's never easy for these guys nowadays. And I think they're facing so much rejection. The rejection is just too much. Zubimendi. He's just a player we just met the other day. We just heard of him.
Yeah.
Because of this competition. The Euros, right?
Yeah.
But that is a player that is rejecting Liverpool. Just look at it, Caicedo, Bellingham. It's too much. But I don't think they need the transfers that much. They can still compete with the squad they have. But an arrival of just maybe one player could change things for them.
But do you think they have so much depth? I don't think they have the depth that could, have them compete at a higher level for a very long time.
Yeah,
I mean, Curtis Jones.
That is the main reason why they didn't. You see, last season they were up there.
Yeah.
Up to some point, and then things
pressure was increasing and decreasing for them.
So, if they still maintain the same squad, then that may be an issue also this season. So they need to bring someone, and they need to bring not only one person, but people. Yes. They could do that from the academy, but they need people.
They do. Yeah. Oh, I agree. Plus, they sent Fabio Carvalho on a permanent deal to Brentford. Wrong move for me. I feel like it's a very, very wrong move, considering they do not have all those players. You sell because you have so much, in surplus, but they don't have that in surplus. So onslaught, I don't know how the decision came about, and I know Liverpool fans have the same sentiments as me. It was a wrong move, but then again, I mean, it's already happened, so they could as well just work with what they have. The Reds, how do you feel about the new season? Onslaught, Klopp is gone. Won for you so much. Do you think Onslaught will continue the regime, the regime of winning silverware? Do you think he'll not bring, but continue taking Liverpool to the glory that it's been having? What are your thoughts? Please share with us. Then let's see. Moving on swiftly, Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou. Big Ange. Solanke. Who'd have thought?
Another Chelsea graduate.
Yeah. Proud in it.
Yeah, proudly. We helping the league so much right now. Solanke is, I think they're trying to replace Harry Kane.
Yes, they are.
By getting him. He's physical in the box. He can heading those crosses.
Yeah.
He can also finish on his foot. So it brings about that they were trying to replace Harry Kane by playing Son in the nine, and then at some point Richarlison came back also. I don't think they're really sure about Richarlison. That's
No, his injuries have been too much.
yeah.
Too much.
So that's why they needed someone like Solanke. He'll take time maybe to fit into the squad, or maybe just
Yeah. Do you think he'll take time? I don't think he will, considering he's from 1 month in the Premier League. There isn't much to fit in for him. Probably maybe Ange's style of play. But in terms of
but
going at it,
they have chance creators. Someone can create.
Kulusevski,
can create.
right.
So they won't have an issue creating opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's up to Solanke.
Yeah, exactly. Head
Get
them.
the goals.
It's true. It's true. I think Big Ange, good signing. Good signing. Worth the money. I know he'll definitely be all that.
Yeah.
If there's a player I'm so sure about, it's Solanke. It is.
We'll see
Yeah.
how the season goes on.
So Tottenham have made more signings, but I think the big one is Solanke, which is massive for them, and also Spurs fans know it is. We just can't wait to see him feature. We can't wait to see him, link up with Son. I will absolutely love to see his link up play with Son, because Son and Kane was phenomenal. One for the books. We have other teams that have signed so many players. We have West Ham, we have Aston Villa, which we won't delve into. Probably we might touch on them when we speak about their fixtures for this game week 1. But about the transfer market, which is still ongoing, teams will still be able to buy more players and definitely offload others, and we'll definitely keep you up to date and up to speed in regards to the same. So keep it here.